Hello again from my front porch. I am still here at the ATD 2023 Conference and Expo in San Diego, California. Today's actually the last day of the conference. It's been excellent, it's been wonderful. I am here with Lahcen, who is from Morocco.
Right.
And Lahcen actually has this, I'm turning the tables on you because he has been doing this all week as well, talking to other people, except the people you've been talking to, a lot of them are from other countries all around the world.
Yep.
In fact, we were chatting about this and well, here, before we get into that, tell everybody your full name and where you work with. What?
Yeah. This is Lahcen Labrouri from Morocco. I'm the CEO and the co-founder of an online business school, which is the first business school in Africa. And I have more than 16 years ago as an experience in the GCC countries in the banking sector. I have a PhD, master's degree, and computer science engineer as a background. So we are here in ATD23. You know that part of our business is the training, business training, and professional certification. So we should be updated with the learning and development industries. And for that, we are here at ATD.
Yeah.
And it was an opportunity to meet Paulsmith and other authors and speakers from ATD in San Diego, and we exchanged with them from Taiwan, India, Nigeria, Tunisia, Arab world, America, Europe, UK, and to exchange with them about the most important strategies and tactics to develop the learning and development industry around the world. And most of that discussion, it was very great, and it was like provide as a big picture about the learning and development industry after COVID-19 pandemic.
Really? Yeah. So with all of the, because you said you talked to what, 16 people or so,
around,
16, 20, something like that? Over the course of just these last few days. I swear, every time I saw this guy, he was sitting and interviewing somebody. And so I expect the number to be even higher than this, but still, with all those people you talked to, a lot of them talked about life after COVID, business after COVID?
Business, learning and development industry after COVID, but there are some other discussion, which is why we need to provide soft skill courses in the business world.
Yeah.
And more of the discussion that knowledge is not enough in the business world. Motivation is not enough in the business world. We should provide some skills to help people change their attitudes.
Oh.
So it was a lot of discussions. One of the discussion, it is for the leadership, or how can the leadership, which leadership styles, which can be used, especially when we have a remote work or the virtual or distance work.
Yes,
so people,
which we have increasingly, even because during COVID, of course, a lot of stuff was virtual. But then when COVID was done, supposedly, and people went back to the workplace, they still haven't completely gone back to the workplace. We have a lot more of our workforce all over the world that are working remotely than were working remotely before COVID. So this is a whole new dynamic. Businesses have to figure out how do we do this.
Yeah, today's business world is more dynamic, especially after COVID-19, the pandemic of COVID-19, and you know that people actually we can manage them remotely. And you saw, if you back 20 years ago, even in person, you found that a lot of challenges and problems to manage people to accomplish the common goal in the organization. So actually, by the technology, by using the technology, you do not see the people, but you should manage them, and you know that you have a responsibility to accomplish the organizational goals.
So in the people you talk to, because this is one thing I always find interesting about the ATD conference, because it's an international conference and expo. I find that we have these people that come in from all around the world, all these different countries, and yet even though they're from different countries, different cultures, different businesses, so many of the problems are the same. They face so many similar overlapping kinds of stuff, and so you've had the opportunity to really see that through the people you've talked to that have been so international from everywhere. You've heard some of these similar things, these concerns. So when they're talking soft skills, are they talking soft skills needed for the worker, or are they talking more soft skill needed for the leader of the workers because of this being the virtual environment?
Great question. There are some specific soft skills needed for the employees, and one of our discussion was regarding to the entrepreneurship, especially the fresh graduated when they are looking to open or start a new enterprise.
Yeah.
They need another kind of soft skills courses. The very important thing that people who would like to be entrepreneur or start a new enterprise, they should have some traits and qualities. And those qualities, some of those qualities, it can be learned by providing the soft skill course, but some of the qualities we can be impacted from the business and the professional environment. Means that we are not agree about seriously we can be entrepreneur without having a previous experience. It is a little bit not clear in this. Also, one of the discussions is related to the quality strategies and how can the quality measurement help organizations, small, medium, or large organization to accomplish the whole strategic goals of the company. So without having a measurement, we cannot be able to assess our actual situation, to expect the future, the desired goals. So which means quality is very important in the business world.
Well, because if you don't have quality, you can do a lot of activity, you can do a lot of work, you can do a lot of action, but if you don't have quality, number one, you don't know if you did it right. And plus, you may have to redo it over and over in order to try to get it right. It's kind of like, well, we guessed and it was wrong, so we'll try again. We guessed it's still wrong, we'll try again. You're wasting all that time and all that resource and all that energy. When if you just thought it through first, you could have done it right with quality the first time, and you just hit the target right away.
Right.
Yeah. So I have another question for you. You're here from Morocco, and how would you compare the way that learning is approached here in the United States, from your exposure to it, to how it is approached in Morocco specifically?
Last 20 years in Morocco, there is a huge developments in the learning industry, and especially last 5 years, there is the Minister of Education, Higher Education, they add some modules, some soft skills modules. Actually, they called power skills modules as mandatory modules for any semester for the students. So there's a change on the business world, and we are connected with Europe. And actually, we are globally. Morocco is open globally around the world with all the countries. So, but still, the market there is fresh, and still we need to provide some updated and latest update related to the learning and development. And
so, how sounds like it's a relatively new direction. And so how is it being received? Is it being embraced by the business community, or is there resistance, or maybe a mix of both?
Mix it, mix of both. There is a resistance sometimes. We can say the mix.
Well, anytime you go to change a culture, business culture or any other, there's always those that go, I don't know if I like that idea, and so it makes sense to that. Now, you may recall I mentioned in a previous episode way back that I had been invited to submit a presentation for a conference in Morocco that I was not able to follow up on, and now I'm talking to this guy from Morocco. Well, the reason the connection is there is because you're the one that was doing the conference in Morocco. Yes. And so now that conference has taken place, right? That meeting was it? How did it go? Was it successful?
We in next year, 2024, we have the second version of International Talent Development Conference in Morocco. This conference, it is more focused with the Africans, with sub-Saharians from Ivory Coast, Gabon, Morocco, Tunisia, because still in our continent, we need to provide and give some new updates related to the learning and development industries. And still they think that the soft skills, it's like something which is secondary, it's not mandatory. This is I think the challenge that we face in our country.
Well, you know, it's soft skills. It's not just in Morocco. It's here too. That there are those that you know we kind of dismiss soft skills as that's just stuff you do. That's just stuff people do. But the problem is they don't do. They don't do it. And so especially those who move into leadership roles sometimes take the work part very serious, but they don't take the soft skill stuff as serious, and that creates issues between them and the people that they lead. And so that's a struggle for a lot of places to have to deal with over that. But so it's interesting. See, yet again, here we find that the ATD conference validates to us that I'm standing here from the United States, he's standing from Morocco, and seeing the same things. Some of the same challenges of the same things they have to address. But now you were saying that this is your third ATD international conference too.
Yep.
So personally, for you, attending this conference and all the I think 9,000 people were here, and I don't remember the 60-some countries. I think 70 maybe.
70.
Represented. Just huge, and this is not yet as big because it was huge before COVID, and then COVID of course shut everything down, and it's growing back. But this is still pretty large, and so this is your third one of these you've come to. What is your personal takeaway, especially from this year? What was a value other than the interviews? Yeah. What was your personal takeaway, the value statement for you?
What I observed that, which is different this version than the previous, that it is after COVID-19. Mm-hmm. Most of the learning and development industries are actually they are linked this industry with AI, artificial intelligence.
Yeah,
and this is a very important thing. Actually, why we are here, to be more updated and to have the latest update about the learning and development, which is linked. How we use the technology to support the learning and development industry. Not, it is not enemy, it is support to learn AI or technology support the learning and development industry. This is what I see. The second thing, that it is an opportunity to meet people from multiple, from a diverse cultures, from, as you said, 70 countries, around 70, Koreans, Taiwans, Indians, Africans, Americans, Europe, a lot, Chinese. So you see, this is an opportunity, I think, that ATD they provided to us to meet all of those categories from various countries around the world.
Again, it's the value of this international conference is we bring together this international population to all share with one another.
Right.
It's really great, and see, I was hoping that's what you were going to say. So thank you very much for that. So as I said, this is the last day. Actually, it's technically done. We just got done with the last closing general session, and so you know, this I thought was a really great way to sort of wrap up what we're doing here with the ATD conference and expo, because of the international emphasis of this. So I know you were doing all the interviewing of all those other people, and so I got to turn the tables on him and make him the interviewee. You did an excellent job. Good job. Thank you for taking time to chat with me. And with that, I'll see you all next time from my front porch.